Hey, what's up, volleyball community? Hope you guys are doing well. Hari from Wonder of Volleyball here, and welcome to my corner of the internet. In this channel, you'll be getting to know about all things volleyball. Like and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. If you want to know how to set realistic goals as volleyball parents and you are looking for the steps involved in setting realistic goals for your child as a volleyball player, then this is the video for you. We'll be taking a closer look at how to set realistic goals as volleyball parents, the steps involved in doing it successfully, and the frameworks that are followed to accomplish it effectively. Here we go. But before we get into the video, here's an interesting fact about volleyball. The longest volleyball match was recorded in Kingston, North Carolina, and the total duration of the match was 75 hours and 30 minutes. It is simply astonishing, isn't it? With this super interesting fact, let's jump straight into the video. Understanding the importance of setting realistic goals. Before we look into how to set realistic goals as volleyball parents and the steps involved in doing it successfully, it is important that you understand why you need to know the importance of setting realistic goals and the various frameworks involved in do it effectively. Why do you need to know about them? For one, it'll aid you to go in the right direction when setting goals for your child as volleyball parents, and two, you'll be able to clearly identify how things work in volleyball. Having said that, every parent wants their child to succeed in the sport that they pursue, and volleyball is no exception to that. In fact, it is such an emotions-oriented sport, and therefore setting realistic goals is pretty important to be on the same page with your child and support them effectively. Here are crucial pointers that illustrate the importance of setting realistic goals as volleyball parents. Setting proper and realistic goals provides a psychological edge to your child over others in successfully achieving their goals in the sport they pursue. Effective goal setting enhances your child's overall performance. Realistic goal setting helps your child to focus with attention on what they want to achieve from playing volleyball. The long-term and short-term goals help your child to stay focused on the bigger picture. Goal setting aids your child to remain focused and give their best to achieve success in their pursued sport. I strongly believe that the above list will be helpful not only for volleyball parents but the entire sports parents community in understanding the importance of setting realistic goals. Understanding the various frameworks followed for setting realistic goals. The next thing that we are going to talk about is understanding the various frameworks used for setting realistic goals for volleyball players. If you have this knowledge as volleyball parents, it becomes that much easier to do it successfully, effectively, and encourage your child to achieve them. Having said that, here is a list of frameworks followed for setting realistic goals. SMART: specific, measurable, action-oriented, relevant, and time-bound. Discuss with your child about their aspirations in playing volleyball, what they want to achieve by playing the sport, and then go about adopting this framework. The information your child provides will be of utmost help to you in determining the goals. The next framework would be SCRAM: specific, challenging, realistic, attainable, and measurable. This framework is perfect to adapt if your child crossed the absolute beginner stage in playing volleyball. Before you adapt, assess the overall performance of your child from a neutral perspective. Note the positives and not so positive things about their performance, and then go about adapting this framework to set goals. The final framework would be RRR: review, reevaluate, and rewrite. These are the frameworks followed to set realistic goals for volleyball players, and you are absolutely free to adapt the one that you and your child feel comfortable with. Setting goals with your child's team players and their coach. Sometimes it's best to set goals with your child's team players and their coach. How is it so? First, it gives a chance for every one of you to meet, discuss about various things regarding volleyball, and then set goals that help your child. Second, the coach will be able to provide their input and help you set the right ones. Now that you know the benefits of including your child's team players and their coach when setting goals for your volleyball rockstar, here are some important points to keep in mind. Determine your own expectation before starting the actual process of setting goals. Understand clearly about your child's position in volleyball. Create the goals and finalize them with your child. Once you set out the goals, assess your child's overall progress regularly. Help your child setting the right goals as a volleyball player. Some children are independent and they'll set their goals, go after them, and if only they need help, they'll reach out to their parents. It's completely fine by all means. But if your child needs your help in setting the right goals, there's nothing wrong in providing assistance to them. Show them the way in setting right goals and propel them forward in achieving whatever they want by playing volleyball. Here are some pointers to consider when helping out your child. Don't let your child focus too much on outcome-based goals. Ask your child to focus on the goals that are measurable and they have greater control towards the ones that are sure to contribute positively towards the success of their team. Don't encourage your child to focus on Mount Everest type of goals, especially if they are in the initial stages. Goals such as making to the varsity/national team are important, but they can wait for some time. Instead, allow them to set smart goals that will propel them forward to their long-term goals. Never allow your child to set unrealistic goals. Encourage your child to set step-by-step goals in achieving their big dreams in volleyball. Let them know that they have to clear each step before moving on to the next one. Manage your expectations the right way. As parents, you have high hopes for your child. There's nothing wrong in that. But sometimes, the emotions and the attachment towards the sport grows significantly and you set high expectations for your child. What happens with high expectations is that it builds unnecessary pressure on your child. They know that you are trying super hard and working towards meeting their sports aspirations, and this forces them to give their best at all times. Sometimes the high expectations and the added pressure that comes with it forces your child to give up volleyball and move on to other things. I'm sure you don't want that to happen to your child, right? Here are some pointers to manage your expectations the right way. Clearly understand what it takes to achieve something in volleyball. Learn the requirements of the sport and prepare your child accordingly to meet them. Create a healthy relationship with your child's volleyball team coach and discuss often about the overall progress and improvement areas. Have regular communication with your child about volleyball and reset your expectations accordingly. Have a good relationship with your child's team members and communicate often. Ask them specific questions about their goals, gather information, and then move on to setting your expectations. Never let your emotions get in the way of setting expectations for your child. Steps involved in setting realistic goals as volleyball parents. Here are the steps you can follow to set realistic goals for your child as volleyball parents. Write down your expectations and ask yourself honestly, is this a smart and achievable item? Ask this question for each one on the list. Clearly understand the resources you can provide for your child to achieve their dreams in volleyball. List out the circumstances that will aid your child to grow in volleyball. List out the approximate time required for your child to achieve both long-term and short-term goals. Discuss with your child when creating this list. Follow any of the frameworks that I've listed in this video at the time of setting realistic goals for your child. Make sure that each goal is measurable and achievable. Once you're done with setting goals, share the list with your child and get their opinion. Make changes if necessary and repeat the process until the goals are finalized. Setting goals is important to achieve significant things in volleyball or in any other sport. But setting realistic goals will keep everybody on the same page for a longer period of time. I really hope that you have learned some crucial pointers in setting realistic goals for your child as a volleyball player. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Wonder of Volleyball if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now and take care.